So, have you guys ever thought about how accountants are just kind of people who sit behind a computer all day and just work with numbers and work in a bank in a nice AC filled room? Well, that's just kind of how I saw them myself, but the truth is that that's just not true. The truth is that they really are critical to helping a business grow as a whole, and they really help behind the scenes with helping a business grow itself because they are there to help a business and along every step of the way if that's necessary to help them grow. And they're very, very vital to an organization's success. And what I really want to become is I want to become a certified public accountant, which is a CPA for short. And I'm currently studying business economics. That is my current major that I'm studying, and I'm studying that right now at El Camino at the moment. But I really want to transfer to a four-year university, which I really want to go to UC Irvine and study there at the Paul Mirage School. And so I really want to earn that CPA because I really want to just keep on building my skills as a problem solver and being a detail oriented person and someone who upholds a lot of integrity and also just overall just improve my public speaking skills over there as an accountant, since I will have to interact with people every day on top of helping make important business decisions. And I really want to help make a business grow because when others succeed, it makes me feel like I succeeded in myself also. So, um, in my previous job, which was being a machinist, I had to use all of the skills that I kind of just spoke on briefly, which was having integrity and being a very detail oriented person, since I had to constantly work with a lot of parts that were very tight tolerances, so there was very little room for error. So I really had to stay on top of being a detail oriented person, and on top of that, I also had to be able to read blueprints and inspect my parts when it was necessary. So that taught me the importance of just being a very accurate and responsible person and worker. And I realized that those qualities that I learned over there at that job are very, very useful and can be transferred over to becoming an accountant. So it's like this idea of knowing that one small mistake can really just affect an entire business, just like it would affect an entire order of parts. And so, what does an accountant actually do throughout the day in his daily life? So, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, accountants prepare and they also help examine financial records for a business, and they also help cut costs where they are kind of rising and aren't needed to rise. So, anywhere that a business really would need help or any sort of case such as that, that's where an accountant can come in, so they can help with finance, with your financial status, with your financial status in your business. And so, according to the ONET Online, accountants need more than just math skills. They also need to be analytical thinkers, and they also need to be able to communicate well with people, since they are going to be constantly working with people on a daily basis. And so, while some people, they don't have the education necessarily, they still need to carry, or some people can have the education and still not carry those skills. You need to have both to be able to accomplish the job. And so it is very demanding educationally because you do need a bachelor's degree, and you also need a CPA license and CPA examination, which is it's a lot of work, but it really is worth it. And since I want to live and work in the state of California, I'm going to need the I'm going to need the license in California, and so I'm going to need to follow the requirements that are needed in the state of California. And according to the Board of Accountancy for California, it's introducing a new license pathway in 2027, and so it means that it's important for students like me to stay ahead of the curve now while I'm able to to plan my college coursework and stay on top of what's necessary to get the job done and get that license. And another thing is that when it comes to the wages, according to the U.S. Bureau of Statistics, the median pay around for an accountant in the state of California is around $81,000, which is a pretty decent, pay. And on top of that, the pay, well, not the pay, but the amount of jobs has gone up roughly 5% in the last projected 10 years. And so another thing is that also accountants also in the state of California, it's about 124,000 jobs that continue to progressively increase year by year. And so I feel like it's really just, it's a career path I feel that everybody should really kind of be open to, because there's just so much constant growth that's going into it. And it's a job that really just, it's so rewarding because you see the fruit of other people's labor.